Hello everyone. We are on our trip down to Tennessee and North Carolina, and you're probably able to hear some road noise in the background. We stopped at a rest area, and I thought I would walk around and talk to you for a couple minutes before I go to the bathroom and then get back on the road for our trip. So let me share the verse that I picked first today. And the verse I picked is Philippians 4:13. I probably should be watching where I'm walking too, in case anybody left their dog out here. Anyway, Philippians 4:13. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Now, some versions, some translations say, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. But the NIV says, I can do all this. And the all this that he's talking about, he's referring to being content in all circumstances. And earlier in the chapter, it's talking about rejoicing in the Lord and not being anxious. And so Paul is saying, I can do all this through him, that's Jesus, who gives me strength. And so as we think about movement and doing different activities, we can do those things because God gives us the strength to do those things, right? Let me read the thought that I picked out for today. And there's a family over here at the rest area. Their dog is watching me very closely, like, what is she doing? Hopefully he doesn't run over and get me. Anyway, the thought that I picked for today is about improved resilience. Mastering a new physical skill teaches your brain that you are capable of learning and overcoming obstacles, building psychological resilience. And so when you choose to do an activity, maybe it's something simple like mopping your floor, vacuuming, playing with your grandkids and things like that, or your kids. But it might be something new like learning to water ski or learning to snow ski, things like that. Learning those things, they might be hard at first and you might struggle with it, but as you learn to do those things, your brain says, hey, that was really difficult, but we hung in there, we learned to do it, we got it done. And so that can be really good for your mental health as you think about how you learn to do something, and it can give you some evidence that you are able to do other things that are difficult, and you can learn other new skills and do that. I had said earlier in the month that I was going to tell a little story about exercise or movement, and I haven't really been doing that as much, but this topic reminded me of a story. Last year, I think it was last year or the year before, I cannot remember now, Gary and I got to travel to Peru on vacation, and we hiked the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu. And that the tour that we took was it took 4 days to get to the ruins, and so it was a really difficult, challenging hike because it's at a very high altitude. And so even though I thought that I had prepared, I had been going up and down the stairs in our house, I had been doing the stair stepper at the wellness center, and I thought, yeah, I think I'm ready for this because I've been really trying to practice. Once I got into the altitude, it was really difficult to hike. But I kept plugging away, and we made it to the ruins, and it was really a good experience, a beautiful experience. But I found out I think it wasn't until the last day of the hike that our guide told us, he said, yeah, on the first day, I thought that you were going to be one of the first ones that I would have to bring back to the starting point of the Inca Trail where we had gotten on, because he wasn't quite sure if I was going to make it. But he said, you really surprised me and impressed me because you did it. And so even just hearing that can be good for my mental health, because it shows that even though it looked a little bleak at the beginning, I hung in there, I kept putting one foot in front of the other, and I made it all the way to the ruins of Machu Picchu and had a good time most of the time while doing it. There were some really difficult sections where it was hard, but you can do hard things, and movement is part of that. So keep moving your body. And I think that's about it for today. I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will be back tomorrow. We'll see where I record from, if it'll be at the Billy Graham Training Center at the Cove, or if we'll do another rest area on the way someplace. But thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day. Bye.